Just popping out over to the Nevra, the wonderful green space just on my doorstep here in Wales. I recently arrived back a few days ago, been processing and decompressing my experience, because about almost a month ago I left my flat and I visited Glastonbury, as I do from time to time, and spent some good time amongst good people, roughing it a bit, sleeping in a tent and sleeping in different spaces that I had access to. And my intention was to find a place to stay, to live around there and swap, just give up the flat here in Llandilo and go and be amongst the Glastonbury people. There are so many beautiful souls in that part of the world, but the difficulty is that there is also a lot of darkness in the area, and it's different here in Wales. I don't feel like an outsider, and by that I mean in Glastonbury there are certain individuals that do not like me. They don't understand me, or I can't be manipulated, or they won't be able to recruit me to join their cult of one. But more, it's about the poverty and addiction that's there. It really hurt my heart to be amongst it and, making a difference where I could, and sitting with people, holding space, hearing. But a lot of these vulnerable people are in the grips of hard drugs, and the people who provide those substances don't really want anybody to heal, because they won't be able to capitalize on the supply and demand need for certain substances. So I received threats on my life. I was told by a particular individual that if he found where my stuff was, or my friends, that he would steal the stuff. But funnily enough, he did know where I lived, and he came to my tent one day. Didn't actually go back and take anything. And so, me and my friend, who was experiencing similar friction, more so actually as a female, we knew it was time to leave and to come back to Wales, where it is very peaceful and non-threatening. And I really find it interesting how we learn through contrasts in this life, and how we come to understand our needs and what we want our life to look like by dipping our toes or fully immersing in that which we do not wish to experience. And we're all just looking for the same thing, really. Space to belong, a community to be active in. And this is one extreme to the other. It's a very slow-paced way of life around here. The community is within arm's reach. There's quite a community of artists. There's a lot of music. We actually went out last night and danced a little bit, which was nice to be mingling with the locals and chatting. And I had high ideals and grand ambitions to be in Glastonbury because of the framework that's already in operation, and I'm looking to collaborate with humans and organisations to create something substantial in terms of assisting those closest to the bottom of the barrel of society, to help souls step into their power, realise who they are and why we're here. But it's a bit too close to the bone to be around the town centre there. So I will keep mystical Avalon, Glastonbury, in my heart as a place for pilgrimage, to pass through, see what's going on, to be in communion on certain key dates, equinoxes or solstices. Or it's nice to know that I have so many friends in this life in different areas, but in Glastonbury my reputation precedes me, my character is known, and it is truly wonderful to be seen as I see, to be acknowledged, to be respected. You know, I was blessed so many times during my visit to Somerset. It's time to unite and not to blissfully ignore the roots of division, but to intentionally unite, to consolidate all parts of ourself back to ourself, to freely recognize that every man, woman is free to choose to do or be whatever they feel inspired to do or be. Let them do as they will, so you can see what they would rather do. And in the meantime, we focus on creating, coming together in shared agreement. I haven't quite got all of the anger, the sadness and the hurt out of my system from my experience because it was a lot. 3 weeks in Glastonbury, that's an intensive training course. But I am sick and tired of all the bullying and victimization that goes on this earth. It's time for something different. It's time for us all to stand up for each other in a space like Glastonbury. That can bring its own problems, but righteousness for righteousness' sake, that's the task. My heart is so content right now. I'm so grateful to have the awareness and to be in this wonderful country. It's not so much about fuck England. It's more about God bless Wales.